is thy soul. My heart is thine, America. Thy aims and hopes are my goal, and all thy timeless dreams are mine, America. Beautiful and bountiful, this land is my land. These rich, broad plains and rushing rivers, seeking the shores of restless seas, the tops of mountains keeping company with the clouds. But this land is more than earth and its blue, bright canopy, more than boundaries of time and distance might ever measure. Its hope and its spirit, and dreams that look to the stars, assurance for the pounding present, and promise for all the future. This is the land we love. The story starts at Jamestown in Virginia. The drama of a building nation begins here, and at Williamsburg, where adventurous colonists came to claim the land from the wilderness. And these New England shores, where the sun's first radiance reaches in to touch the land. The fires of freedom flamed here at Plymouth Rock, where the pilgrims, in search of freedom, first put foot on freedom's shores. And the lightning of liberty struck about Boston Common, and at Bunker Hill, where the Minutemen waited until they saw the whites of their eyes. And there was the light in this old North Church that sent a young patriot racing out on a historic midnight ride. An early outpost of liberty, Boston's a great modern city now. And so is this mighty metropolis, historic entry port of a new world and a new life. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. There's opportunity here, and freedom. This land we love, it's New York City, dynamic and inspiring, with all its lofty towers reaching toward the sky. Cornerstones of learning are here, and so are great churches and synagogues that reflect a nation's spiritual devotion. In the shadows of great bridges, these city scenes sing of a nation's greatness in tempo with its pulsing heartbeat. The Great White Way casts the warm glow of all its millions of kilowatts against the night sky, as Broadway, USA parades its Showtime music hall magic. City people, they may be dreaming of open western ranges, fenced in only by the horizon and the sky, where nature's mighty monuments match the towers of Manhattan. There's freedom in the very air you breathe as you gaze in awe at the towering Grand Tetons. There's a precious birthright in these United States, freedom. To an American farmer, it means sky-wide vistas of waving corn, or fields of cotton providing substance for a world of fabric and fashion. There's freedom here for a man to own the land with love and toil to plow and plant, watching the land produce its abundance for a nation's tables, for this globe's hungry millions. Beyond Aladdin's dreams, the land pours forth its treasures with gold to match the sun's gold, while shimmering seas of wheat sweep out across a domain larger than a kingdom. But seas of wheat dissolve to the ocean seas. Every man must have his own definition of America, and to some, it's the sea. These sun-bathed beaches speak of relaxation and recreation as a nation's people turn to seek the sun. But the sea means more, much more, as its rich harvest equals the yield of the land. Take a look at these picturesque Pacific shores. Start at San Diego, where the U.S. Pacific Fleet comes to anchor. Look to Los Angeles, with its sun-basking beaches and its great harbor. Take a magic journey into the realm of fantasy at Disneyland, or see these Marineland marvels. Visit Hollywood's legendary boulevard of dreams and adventures, and its great film studios, the very heart of this wondrous creative world of motion picture magic. Up the California coast, there's the Golden Gate, and sparkling in the sun beside it, San Francisco. Gold mining 49ers once fought their way across a hostile continent to reach this rainbow's end. And while we're here in California, let's look at enchanting Yosemite, with its sky-tall waterfalls and sparkling mirror lakes. In all its regal magnificence, towering Mount Whitney and Death Valley, lowest point on this continent, and Bryce Canyon's carved out spires of color. Yellowstone, fabulous wonderland of steaming geysers. Bubbling morning glory pools, scenic waterfalls. And here, Old Faithful sets an unfailing example of dependable performance. With 50 reasons for greatness, these are the nation's newest, rugged, rich, and rewarding Alaska, our furthermost frontier of freedom. And this land we love is Hawaii, with its soft sunshine of happy living accenting the very special freedom all Americans enjoy. And as sublime. In their cathedral magnificence and deep-rooted permanence, these towering trees are a timeless symbol of America. And so is this face. Expressing deepest love of country, it's a symbol of freedom, of strength and honesty, lasting assurance that this government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. Other faces also stir the heart, symbols of a nation's glory and its grandeur. North, south, east, and west, we're shareholders in liberty. This symbol says so. It speaks of the inherent right of all Americans to enjoy freedom, and our duty to defend it. Driving power and creative industry are symbols of freedom, too, with mighty rivers harnessed to drive a nation's mills and factories, to light its sprawling cities, delivering the everyday magic of electricity from powerhouse to your house. Dynamic and driving, created by free enterprise with freedom as its motive power, American industry sets a pace for all the world to follow. And this, too, is the land we love, with freedom to work as we choose, to contribute to the building of a better way of life, as skylines rise in all our cities. Travel across these 50 states. That's your free American privilege. Fly across the Rocky Mountains, above the Grand Canyon, the most awesome scenic wonder on this American continent. Or take it slowly and take it scenically. You'll relish every mile, with every turn in the winding course unfolding delightful new vistas of America the Beautiful. Providing a miracle of modern transportation, this nation's highways and byways and its railways reach out across limitless routes of visual enjoyment. Across the western plains, beyond whistle-stop towns, lost in the midst of lonesome miles, all roads lead to Chicago. Vital and vibrant, giant with a zest for life, Chicago. And here in Florida, the tropic Tamiami Trail wanders through a lush and lovely paradise to Miami Beach, sparkling in the southern sun. Now travel the rivers that lace the land. Intrepid explorers once followed along these royal roads to adventure, whose very names carry the flavor of excitement. Here along the Hudson, Robert Fulton revolutionized the world of travel. There's the beautiful Ohio, the great industrial city of Pittsburgh standing at its source. Sewanee, with its southern scenes saluted in song and story. There's the Wabash, Indiana's river of romance and legend. Salmon leaping in the sun say this is the Columbia, a rewarding vision to early Northwest pioneers. And here the wide Missouri, where covered wagons once crossed to open up the West. There's the mighty Mississippi. In the river's days of glory, great stern-wheel packets walked these waters. Long ago near Hannibal, Missouri, Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn found the very word Mississippi to mean adventure. Down the great river then to Memphis, where the blues were born. And now the river comes at last to the magic city it's been reaching for all along, New Orleans, its French Quarter, exotic and colorful, its far-famed Mardi Gras. And there's a golden thread weaving its way through the bright tapestry of all our history, the Potomac. Here, George Washington's Mount Vernon stands beside the river. Across the main stream of human history, these shrines of freedom salute great men of great vision who once walked along these shores, remembering the lustrous legends of the land. Here, the fortress of freedom, the very center of a government dedicated to liberty, to advancement and peace in all the world. A government and a nation with this standard to stand by: be strong and be free. Built on bedrock foundations of freedom, this nation salutes the patriot who linked this republic's lasting financial stability with its sacred honor. Worth fighting for, this country, from the first patriot at Valley Forge to the last U.S. soldier to die in defense of freedom, Americans have proven their devotion to this soil. Across all the years, these silent sentinels stand unfaltering guard as witnesses to valor. From buckskins to battle dress, Americans have worn many uniforms, with Minutemen muskets replaced by the ready military might required today to keep this free nation free. For this is the charge and the challenge handed along by pioneers who took this land and gave it greatness, giving it then to us. Now this whole wide continent is ours to see and enjoy. This land that once witnessed the westward tide of empire. Daring savage fury, the Pony Express once raced out across this endless expanse of flowered American desert. This land we love. This is the place. So said the founders of Salt Lake City. And the missions swung in a sparkling chain across the entire Southwest. The Alamo. With many shrines across the land, freedom found another at the Alamo. This land of legendary lore, great cattle drives once surged across it, as hardy pioneers came to tame these wide open spaces. Now a new breed of pioneers blaze their trails across uncharted outer space, advancing our frontiers into the very stars and across the universe. Spanning this continent in a matter of fleeting minutes, an astronaut might have the whole of the country in his sights and in his heart. Look out across this land we love. Look about you, wherever you are. There's unending scenic beauty. And there's freedom. It's an inherent American right, meaning many different things to every single citizen. Freedom's the paper with all the news. It's an evening at the movies. Radio and television. Freedom's a playground. A free American school, It's a baseball game and a football game as the crowd cheers. It's a leisurely afternoon of golf along a pleasant coast. It's an amusement park, a roller coaster ride. A day at a county fair. A day of excitement and blue ribbons. It's a carefree day at the zoo with the kids. A western rodeo with its Frontier Days parade. Or a holiday along a cool trout stream. Freedom's a youngster getting his first haircut. It's the right to worship as you choose. To vote for the candidate of your choice. Freedom's a supermarket, a picnic in the park. It's a warm haven in a chill storm, or a cool pool on a warm day. Freedom's a view from a magic carpet, a lingering look at the land from coast to coast. With unrestricted travel across all our 50 states. Unlimited enjoyment of all these jewels in the continent's crown. For all of us, there's all of America, all of its scenic beauty, all of its heritage of history, all of its limitless opportunity, the partnership that exists between every American and America. There's responsibility, too, individual responsibility to maintain our national integrity. As Americans secure the present and assure tomorrow's promise through regular investment where they work or bank in United States savings bonds, with the inherent right to hold for tomorrow the yield of our labor today. These shares in America provide a safe and practical way to save for the future. United States savings bonds work for a free America, helping to build the financial, military, and spiritual strength required to assure this nation's everlasting greatness with liberty, its glory, and its splendor. Let the sounds of liberty ring out forever across this land. Let freedom's beacon light burn bright as a symbol of hope and inspiration for all the world. Let all our people, for all the time to come, have and enjoy the rich gifts and bountiful blessings of this, the land we love.